Hey everybody,
I'm Caleb.
I'm Sam.
I'm Will.
And we are Working Title! Guys, we're back for Vinland Saga. This is Season 2, Episode 22. The King of
the Rebellion.
The King of Rebellion, yes sir. Last on, Thorfinn is going in to get beat up, and if he can survive 100 punches, he gets to go and talk to Mr. Canute. Let's hope it goes well. So, make sure you leave a like for all the punches he takes. Subscribe as well, because you gotta support your boy. It's clearly not to support us, it's for Thorfinn. Comment down below your favorite moment from today's episode. Are you sad that we're gonna have to wait because Season 3 is not gonna be anytime soon? Let us know. On the emotional scale of 1 to 10, how you doing? 1 being horribly sad, 10 being, I'm okay. I guess it should be reversed. 10 being you're sad, 1 being you don't mind. We'll see in the reaction. Punch it!
I wonder how many punches each of us could take.
Probably not a lot.
What kind of punches are we talking about?
Haymakers.
I guess we'll see.
I don't think I'm surviving very far. In fact, I don't think I'm getting to double digits.
Yeah. I'm tapping at like 6 at most.
I think
I'll be like, nope, I don't feel like this.
I think max I would get is like 11.
It depends on the person too. If it's the bear slayer, I'm not surviving.
Yeah. No way. Yeah.
Get us to 50k subscribers.
Subscribers.
Get us to 50k subscribers, and we'll do the punch test for you.
100 punch challenge.
Well, the 100 punch challenge.
We'll
for you.
stream it. It'll be like it'll be a long stream of us getting beat up.
We'll get banned for like violence.
Every $10 equals 1 punch. I'll do it.
You wouldn't dye your hair pink, but now you're like,
You wanna get punched
I'm
in
gonna
the
get my
mouth?
ass beat for $10.
I'm gonna get my jaw broken for $10.
Yeah. See, I have no enemies if I get punched. I have a couple enemies if they die my hair. Which number are we on? Oh.
16. All right. Well, he's already farther than we would make as a unit. Oh my god.
That wasn't even a punch! Jesus!
It's literally just a death blow.
Right in his temple, 2 fists.
Oh, he did say there's a strategy.
Getting hit in a certain area, perhaps.
Probably going with the punch too, not like trying to resist it, but just like go with it instead.
なるほど。あの死者、確かに殴られ慣れているな。拳が当たる直前に首や腰をひねって、体の芯への衝撃を散らしている。それもごくわずか。
Okay, so he's like covering it up.
気づかれぬ程度。
He's avoiding direct.
だがドロットも業のものだ。この調子で長くは持つまい。
What the hell? Oh, bro. He's watching this like he is a psycho. Bro.
最初の手段を見つけられるようになりたい。
Oh yeah. Before violence is necessary.
そうなのか。
Yeah.
最初の手段ってやつなのか。殴り返させ、ただ耐えて。それがお前の
It's a little
これから
psychotic.
の生き方なのか。
All bars watching this like, the fuck? What the hell going on right now?
なんだありゃ、喧嘩か。そいつは農場とは無関係だ。
Distracted him, Snake!
What number were they on?
We're in the late 20s.
Oh my god, the sun's going down. We don't got that much time in the day for 100.
Over time, his punches will get weaker because he is gassed.
手応えあり。
32!
奴の戦艦に100発伝えたら王様に直談判させてもらえる。
What if they all divide? They're like, I will now take
約束
20.
なんです。
He's gonna be like, this is stupid. I have a free pass right to Canute.
農場のためにバカ野郎な。信じられねえくらいのお人よしだぜお前は。
You know.
話し合いで解決するくらいならとっくにやってな。
本当にそうか。本当に真剣に向こうが剣を抜いたから何も考えずに剣で答えただけだろうがよ。
32発だ。掛金配当するぞ。おいちょっと待て。
Wait, stop. He's not done.
He's literally up right now.
Give me my money back.
He's like, I just need to nap a little bit. I'm good.
Oh!
てめえ何くつろいでんだな。
Middle part.
なんぞ無視さされほども聞かねえんだよ。俺は暇じゃねえんだ。
I'm a busy man.
人を待たせてんだよ。
People are waiting.
Finally got some Thorfinn screeching a little bit again.
Some bass in his voice. We haven't heard him talk.
Not at all. He's been very muted.
Or he's been more like crying out.
やめろ。
Yeah.
もうこの戦エイナルこのまま続けたら死ぬぞ。
He's like, I'll break your arm if you get involved.
Bad boy, Einar.
Loyal to the end.
It's going from like entertaining to really sad. Everyone's like, this is kind of fucked up.
Just the fact that they're all just like silently watching now is great.
It's like sad and pathetic now.
98, wow.
Come on. Aw.
Oh,
He's so sweet, man.
imagine it being harder to throw the punches than take the punches.
He is gassed.
Wow. Oh, look at his nose.
Yeah, he looks
frostbitten.
like a zombie right now.
Unbelievable.
動物の子
Yeah.
ドルフィン
Shh.
疑ってすまなかった。
Wow.
Yeah.
お前は
Oh, his eyes. His poor eyes.
お前は本物の戦士だ。
Let's go.
His face,
Let's go!
his whole head is fucked.
He's a true warrior.
He is. I wish this
中
was
佐
a,
殿
I wish this was more of a celebration.
殿はかつて我々と同じく王陛下のこの世を務めたものです。だがなぜ殴り返さないのだ。
なんだその質問は。和平交渉の相手をぶん殴ってりゃ世話ねえぜ。
Ooh. Ooh.
It's a great
Ooh.
point.
あなた方とは今日会ったばかりだ。お互いのことは何も知らね
Holy crap.
え。何の恨みもねえ。なんで俺たちが殴り合わなきゃいけねえんだ。バカバカしい。
Yeah.
いがみ合ってるのはクヌートとケティルじゃねえかよ。親玉二人でネファタフルでもやって
He's just gonna win all these men
白髪の付けがいい
over.
だろうが。こんな大勢集まって血を流す必要は全くねえ。俺たちは今日会ったばかりだ。
Bro, his nose is giant.
あんた方は俺の敵じゃない。
You're not my enemies. Because I say it.
Say the words, please.
俺に敵はいない。
Nice. Oh. 0 enemies.
It's so
None.
much better when he says it, not the internet.
Not
It
TikTok.
道を開けろ。シャドウを陛下の門元へお通しする。
Just assassinates Canute.
Yeah, I know. That's
All the same.
来いよ
That'd be crazy.
戦争を起こす張本人に会う
Oh, wow.
お前も言いたいことがあるだろう
おお
Oh god.
あるさ山ほどな
A whole mountain of words.
Einar, could you carry me? My head hurts really bad.
I think part of me's like, I don't think it's fair that Einar gets to be in the conversation. He didn't get his ass beat. He just stood there and watched.
Okay, Einar, now it's your turn to get punched 100 times by Drot. Drot's like, please no more. My arms hurt so bad.
Oh,
あの
no.
中にパテールさんを見つけてしまったら冷静でいられなくなる
He's like, listen, I know you told me to tell him no, but
I kind of said yeah.
I kind of said yeah.
That's just a level of honor and respect. You have to do it.
Yep, the last time they saw each other.
You scarred my face.
分かった青
シだろこちらへ
Now let's have a panel of ideologies really quick.
Yeah.
We'll take questions.
Thorfinn's like, hello, Canute. My name's Thorfinn. Does anyone have a doctor nearby?
お顔の傷申し訳ありませんでした
Okay.
陛下のお顔に傷をつけた男トルフィン・カルルセブンかつてトルケル閣下と五分の戦いをしたという男
Thorfinn on combat.
あんなに小柄で若いと
I love everybody talking about his size.
刃を
So funny.
True blade against the king. I guess it didn't matter much when he was a kid doing it, but now he's like an adult.
4年かもうあれから4年になるのだな
Have you been enjoying it so much? Time's been flying by, Canute. You having a blast with war? I feel like these years were probably horribly long for
農場から手を引いてくれできんなケティルの子オルマルが重視になれぬのを恨み我が配下10名を殺害したのだ
It's not the
聞い
cat.
ている
この農場を手に入れるまでってことだろ建前並べたって隠せねえぞ王様なんて言っても実際ただの強盗じゃねえか
Oh, Einar.
その辺のバイキングの親玉と何が違ってんだああ
Right!
True.
そんなに畑が欲しければ
You know, that makes sense because Einar can relate because it's
血を
literally
耕し
happening.
て見守って育ててみろよそうすりゃそれを奪うのがどれだけ悪いことか身に染みてわかるだろうぜ
お前は昔ゲインズバラで言ったよなこの地上に楽土を作る生き苦しむ者たちのための理想郷を
And yet you're causing most of the suffering.
まだそう思っているかよこそは帝王
Well, look
北
at
海
that
最
shit.
強のバイキングである北欧最大の半島を滑る支配者千の船万の兵を率いる将来
Look at that shot.
世の力は人知を超え不可能を可能にする
Murder.
I am God.
世の力であの波を沈めてみせよう帝王クヌートの名において波よ沈まれ
I'm ordained by the Lord to stop the
Bro, you were
waves.
staring at birds 4 years ago. Shut the fuck up.
Wait, he actually did it, guys. What a beast.
No, they're still
あの波を起こしている者が誰か神だ、この地上に楽土を築くということは奴の定めた条理に逆らうということだ
So have you given up on that?
神への 反逆だ。奴の定めに従っていては人間は幸福になれぬ。反逆。神に捨てられたこの者たちを救わねば楽土建設など到底可能。
バイキングを救う。
そうだ、人間の力を束ね
Okay. Alright, well
That's a little scary.
すごい男だ、クヌート。
Incredibly crazy.
俺には思いつきもしなかった。バイキングを救うなんて。
Is it just the Vikings or like everyone on planet
とっ
Earth?
そこの野郎。てめえがどんなでかいことやろうがてめえの勝手だ。だがそのために今日てめえに殺される人間は誰が救うんだ。バイキングは力になるから生かして役に立たない人間からは殺して奪うのか。楽土建設が効いて呆れるぜ。
I know, I respect you so much, dude.
俺はもう真っ平だ。これ以上お前らの犠牲になってたまるかよ。
Love you.
恨むなら恨め。そなたに許されようとは思わぬ。
だとこの
よせ、エイナ。
can't
All-
fight for shit anyway.
All
Boy.
in good time. All in good time.
クヌート、改めて聞く。農場から手を引く気はないんだな。ない。ケテルの富は世の事業に必要だ。
Okay, what about letting the people
させれ
live?
ばどうするトルフィン。今ここで世を殺すか。殺さぬ限り世を止めることはできぬ。
Do we know how many more we're getting?
Probably two more.
Okay, I didn't know because first season was like 25, so.
Maybe 3 more.
We are getting close to the end, that's for sure. Will we have another battle? Will it be an escape? Will it be a runaway? Will everybody die except for Thorfinn? Everybody except for the Viking people, I guess. If Canut's only trying to save them?
Yeah.
I thought the idea was a little bit bigger than that. I mean, obviously, in history, Canute ain't doing that, but I thought at least the goal was to presumably save the world by conquering the world to defy God and build a new peace. Now,
Well, I don't think it's that different. Canute's just more focused on, like, his world.
right now it just seems exactly. Now it just seems like what every king talks about is building a utopia for your people group.
Yeah.
Oh man, well let's start with the punches. Holy moly! I can't think of a time I've watched a show where the one hitting is more tired than the one taking the punches. I've definitely seen something like that, but I can't really place what that would have been.
The only thing I can think of is just Captain America being like, I can do this all
I can do
day."
this all day. That's what it is. That's what it was. I can do this all day. I'm here with you to the end of the line. Whenever I think of like characters that let themselves get beat up, I always think of that comic strip from The Punisher getting beat up by Captain America. He kills somebody close to the Avengers, and the Punisher's aware that what he did was wrong, and he just lets Cap like basically maul him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think the statement he says is like,
I think he shoots Spider-Man. He kills Spider-Man by accident.
But he says like, I shouldn't throw a punch at you. Like, you're not worthy of being hit, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not exactly this, but I was just trying to think what it reminded me of. But damn. Now, 100. 99, really, but 100.
No, the last one counted.
Hit's a hit.
I was even wondering during the fight if the guy was like, I'm just gonna go easy, like just get through a couple of these, and just do light taps.
I'll give you 20 free ones because these are really gonna hurt.
No, he went really hard in the beginning.
He went as hard as he could from the beginning.
I mean, everybody had money on it. They were trying to get, come up off their lick real quick,
What I thought it was punches, and then he threw in like a gut kick, and then a double fisted like temple crush. I'm like, bro,
leg kick.
trying to actually murder this man.
Yeah.
Just goes for the rib cage with his leg. It was cool. It was nice to see like the faces change up too. I like the common respect kind of rise as he just took them.
It was funny too to see even Einar's like realization of like, oh, is this like the first method you were speaking on when we were talking about avoiding violence with Gardar, So I was like, is this what you've come to? Like your new idea or the resolution that you're trying to make before it needs to come to killing people and drawing blood and all that. And the way it ended too with his speech about like, I don't know you, you don't know me. Like, we have no reason to hate each other. It's just a dispute between two men. And they could settle it by, I mean, in my head, I'll just say playing a game, like you said, playing a game of chess or something, because,
Right.
or arm wrestling. You know what I mean? It's like, it could be handled as simple as that between two men. But they're doing this all for no real important reason. To, like, lose, over 100 plus people.
A great Game of Thrones quote. Thousands of men don't have to die. Only one of us.
Yeah.
Let's settle this the old way. I like is it Snake with the one eye? No, Wolf. I like his analysis too. I like him being able to break down Thorfinn and what he's probably going for, taking the blows. His movements are subtle. He's like almost putting on a show. He's making sure that he's taking punches properly, but he's still trying to sell it. He's like a WWE guy. He's selling the punches. He's still taking punches just like WWE guys do, but he's lessening the blow by how he takes them, but doing it in a way that everybody can't really tell. But even still, like Fox was like, it doesn't matter. He's gonna be dead, even if he does this.
Fox, Snake,
Wolf.
Too many animal names.
Wolf.
Was saying.
Snake said.
Yeah.
Well, Snake said that too. That's why I said that.
Right, Snake did
like,
mention you're gonna die.
Yeah.
But just the fact that he shouldn't be able to take this. But Mr. Bear just can't sell the blows. That's all it is. He's just not as strong. He's just not a true warrior.
Yeah.
He's a weak ass wiener.
I mean, in fairness, I think the resolve of... I think ultimately, outside of tactic, it's just the strength of Thorfinn and his resolve to keep pushing that would, like... Because, of course, like... I don't... Even Snake was like, this is crazy. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that. And Snake seems to be somewhat on par with, with Thorfinn. So
throwing real punches hurts, too.
Yeah.
That hurts like hell.
Yeah,
That's not wearing...
Drop's knuckles are like dust. Like, all of the bones in his hand had to be completely destroyed.
That's why I had to throw in some...
Yeah, pretty quickly, too.
Some gut kicks.
That was within the first 20.
Yeah.
He was doing that, because it was already...
Throwing elbows.
Yeah.
I like how they were distributing the money, and it was like, wait, did he just get back up?
He's just standing there like, okay, let's keep going. He's what he said is at 68 more, whatever many he had left.
Yeah, because I think he got to like 32.
Yeah, he's like 68 more. Get over here. Get this over with.
I think the favorite part of the episode was actually Thorfinn talking to the men after the fight, when they were like, "Why would you do this? Well, you could easily have just proven your claim by
beating me,
by beating Drop."
And like, this is stupid. Like, that kind of defeats the whole purpose. Why should I just met you. I have no beef towards you.
I don't hate any of you. Why would I want to fight you?
I was actually expecting a retort to be, it's just for, like, entertainment. Like, it's just for, no beef. We fight just because we like to fight. I thought somebody might throw that in because it is Vikings.
Yeah.
Like, we don't fight because we hate all the time. Sometimes we fight just because it's our culture. But no one brought that up.
That's the Thorkel
way of thinking.
Well, that's kind of what we got in
like,
season
I don't
one.
really hate anybody. I just want to fight them.
We kind of got that already in season 1, so maybe that's why they didn't do that. But
Yeah.
I think also most people don't have Thorkell's
mentality.
Illness.
Yeah, that literally
The love for
that
battle.
is like a mental illness. Like willingly going into battle. I'm like, I want to murder and almost be murdered. Like that. There's something wrong with you if you do that.
My goal is to fight as many people as possible.
Yeah. But yeah, Thorfinn got passage through.
That was cool. I almost wanted in that moment, like when he was victorious, the way the men were looking at him. I thought the episode, maybe it's supposed to be like a double meaning because we learned that the king of rebellion is Canute, but it almost felt like it was Thorfinn too. Like he can
It
be.
felt like people were buying into what he was saying.
Right, the rebellion against how the Viking culture is. Like he's speaking out a new way of thinking. They all obviously respect him enough to give him passage in that moment. And all the men are really just quite shocked. It's sundown and he's still going. And I would like to think that in that moment, everybody thought he was the coolest man they've ever witnessed. I mean, he's doing what Tors did, and people loved Tors or admired him. So I just thought maybe that's like a king of rebellion in its own right, you know?
Yeah.
I like when shows can like be a little bit open-ended as to why they title little chapters or segments or manga chapters as they do.
In that way.
Yep, so we moved on and we finally got to see Mr. Canute looked great today. They really made him look cool in a lot of the shots. I mean, a lot of the shots were really nicely detailed today with Einar's face, Thorfinn, of course, with so many cool shots with him, and then especially Canute once we got to the sunset over by the beach.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
His eyes are like really cool. Like his like purple like hue that he has in his eye.
And I don't know which one is even my favorite shot. It's kind of a hard tie between Thorfinn's bludgeoned face and Canute's anti-god like moment where he's just like hand out towards the water and just facing them down with this like hatred. It was incredible.
Yeah. It was funny too because they made him kind of like beefy. Like he's never looked
stocky.
Especially like first season, of course, he was like skinny, frail. This season, he's never looked like fit. But like in that shot, they like made him like muscular the whole way down. It was probably just his armor in reality.
He's
but
a trend goblin. He's got that king's supply.
Even in the past few episodes, he didn't look like that.
No, he looked bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, his take on what he wants to do is interesting, or why he does what he does.
I'm not disappointed. I feel like it's very easily summed up now. I thought they might make it a little different. First of all, I thought Canute would be in the season a little bit more than what he ended up being to start. But in episode 5, we're talking about how will his ideology continue now that he's the king. It was one thing in season 1 when he declared this quest against God, but then once you become king, you so quickly fall into the curse of the crown where you have to make killing decisions all the time, and then that basically just makes you feel like a bit of a hypocrite. You could complain that God is the one responsible for man's sin, and then you actively partake in man's sin to create a utopia. So you just come off like every other ruler that's ever existed, except now you just have to find like a way to gaslight your own justification for things.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that's like with Einar's call out, which is funny because it's like
it's exactly
Einar is Einar. It's a little bit ridiculous, but he does speak his mind like very truthfully and is very clear with what he thinks, and he called out his bullshit right away because. Right. He's like, well, how are you doing what you're saying if you're not saving everybody? Like, if you're just saving your Viking people, which already are horrible people, you're going out of your way and doing this. And it's funny, too, because even as you're saying it, it's like his idea of God is like what he is actively playing out.
It's such a perverted idea. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's not even that, though. It's he's actively doing the same thing.
Exactly.
It's not even that, like... Yeah, it is like a twisted sense of how most people who believe in God actually view it. You know what I mean? Like it's not most people who like genuinely believe and a higher power are not usually blamed. I mean, people get frustrated and do blame a higher power, but on the grand scheme of things, it's like the world is bad because, like, whether it be evil things or evil people in the world or ourselves, like it's not the higher power. He is like, no, it's your fault because you like allow this to happen. But then he then becomes king and then allows it to happen.
Yeah.
It's just it's goofy.
It's really, it's not like I have the answer to world peace, you know, but
yeah, what are you doing on this YouTube channel, holding this information from the world?
Right. But like at least with with at least Thorfinn, it's like a route that it doesn't. You feel like it never gets properly implemented into like real world attempt, or it's on such a small scale that it gets kind of discredited and brushed to the side. Because the two ideologies, I'd say, one is Canute is what you see all the time to this day, is I be mean to this person because probably they're going to be mean to me. We attack this nation because this nation might have firearms, you just got to be careful, so we attack them before they can attack us kind of thought. Or, you know, just somebody has to be the top guy rather than the idea of equivalence with each other. And equivalence is so much harder to gain because it's impractical. Because of how humans are, you can never have... There's always going to be somebody who's going to try to take advantage. It's just how we are.
Yeah.
If you dealt out the amount of money that every single person needed to survive, there's still going to be somebody who finds a way to try to earn more than the next person, or steal from the other person, or take from the other person, because that's what the price of sin is. We have our greed, we have our envy, we have our hate. And so it's hard, because then you even have people like Thorfinn, which is a great way of doing things. Even today, when he speaks words of wisdom to the Vikings, how far can that really go? Sure, you can impact people, and it might be a positive to all the men who heard. It's just so frustrating. I hate these things.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough because just even on both ends, it's just hard because like I get where Thorfinn comes from. It's just I don't really agree with it on like like fundamentally. Yes, like yeah, we shouldn't beat each other up. Yeah. We shouldn't kill people unnecessarily. But it's like there just seems to be a lot of situations where it's just like it just has to happen. Yes, in a situation like this where it could have easily been solved by Kettle and the King, just duking it out or handling it all one-on-one. That's fine. But even stuff like on the grand scheme, when it's something like that, it makes sense. But then when it's like Snake is actively trying to stop Gardar from like murdering mad people, it's like of course he's gonna kill him. What do you expect at that point? You know what I mean? Like people even today, you know, like you murder a bunch of people, depending on where you are in the world, they have some form of capital punishment. They get put down. Like it just is what it is. I don't know. It's hard. And Canute's just like flat out wrong. So it's just like it's Thorfinn. I'm like I don't really agree with Thorfinn, but I get where he's coming from. And Canute's just wrong.
It's like intellectually incorrect versus like societal like incorrect or whatever.
Well, the worst thing about what is happening is it's two forms of system that attempt to control. One is taking control by your own hands. The other one is hoping that control forms by letting everybody take their own accountability for themselves. And both can't accomplish the goal. It's really, not to get political, but it's borderline like just two forms of like political systems to try to achieve peace. If you go to one extreme, you have like dictatorship, and the other one's like communism. But both are hard to, in a perfect society when people aren't abusing either one of those ideas. One is a sovereign ruler telling everybody to behave under his guidance. The other one is let's all be even and just magically hope that everybody is going to align their hearts properly so nothing changes. Both are
absurd.
Both are absurd. There could be good intent in attempt to create peace, but it just doesn't work with humans. It's so frustrating. And it's why we have all the problems the world has ever had since the dawn of mankind. And it's great. I wonder if people actually watch the show and actually feel that way. If they actually can realize that that's borderline what the show's talking about.
Oh yeah.
It's just like
in real life.
Yeah. Yeah. That basically sums up the ideologies in my opinion. I don't know what else to get at. But what?
So where do you think Thorfinn is going to land at this point? Because now again, this is the situation where it's really, really face to face with what living out his idea. Is he going to run? Is he going to try and fight? Is he going to do something like we've talked about on prior videos where it's like he's suggesting a solution like hey, let Omar run this place and they just pay you,
Well, I have a guesstimation based off kind of that political idea I was talking about, because Canute, I think Thorfinn's clever enough to understand that what Canute is doing might be the best approach in terms of controlling humans, but I feel like if he was to have any understanding as to the belief in his own ideology, it's that you can't control what other people do, ultimately. You can only take accountability for your own self.
That's true.
Which is kind of how I've always viewed Tors, is he's a man who understands that the world's always going to be evil. I can only control myself and the people around me. Let's get the hell out of Kettle's farm. Whoever is coming with us, whoever can make it, we gotta go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, tough luck, Kettle. Tough luck, Kettle. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
you can't solve all the world's problems.
Well, and also you can't argue with the fact that even though this whole situation was fabricated so that Canute could just do this, you know what I mean? By setting up Omar to get in a fight with these people, it was going to happen this way because Canute is sneaky. But at the end of the day, Kettle could have just suffered the pride and taken the L and let his people live. But he chose to go into this fight. You know what I mean? So, I don't think that's a wrong thing to do. Thorfinn's just like, alright, well, let me take some people with me. And he takes some people, they leave, and, leave the rest to fend for themselves or, face the mighty wrath of the king of the Vikings, the chief of chiefs.
Yeah, and the only people at this point that I'm really interested in, I'm interested in Thorfinn and Einar, obviously, but I feel like they're pretty safe as far as the season's going. I feel like I'll see them in the following arc. I'm more worried with Snake and Olmar. Where do they stand? Because Snake is very clearly honor bound. I don't really want to see him die, but in terms of taking that self, taking account for your own self. If he's coming from a past of running, he might be the one to be like, this is what's best for me as a true warrior to make up for X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Well, Olmar...
He was going to surrender. They were on their way there to surrender anyways.
If they accept it. Is it too late?
No, I think that they were waiting. They were waiting for Kettle to come and surrender. Make concessions. So...
Yeah.
Cameron's about to die.
Any last thoughts then? Mm-hmm. Do you have any further thoughts?
I think that Thorfinn will try and come up with a solution like I've said in the past couple videos. That's basically it.
Okay. Guys, we love you. Video is going to die, so if it dies, it is what it is. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so, comment down below. Let us know your thoughts on this episode. Maybe piggyback off of some of our thoughts, deconstructing and reconstructing your own ideas. We'll see you in the next video. Punch it! Boom!